Alright guys, so welcome to today's video. In today's video we will continue our work on this Anime Fighters game right here. And in the last episode we have stopped where we have encountered an issue, okay? And the issue was that when we try to attack this dummy and to make those fighters align, or encircle him, they just pick out any part they can, okay? And they do not even care if there is already someone being on that part, okay? So that's one huge issue. And the second one is that, or has to do with the collision. As you can see, the dummy right here collides with the fighters, and we collide with the fighters as well. So we have to find a way to get rid of this collision issue, okay? So those are the two major problems we'll hopefully fix in today's episode. And I would like to start with the collision, because the collision also affects the way and how they position, okay? So if you come from this side right here, from this direction, and you just click on the torso or on the humanoid root part of the dummy, then your fighters have to move to this way, because we have also some parts right here, and they collide with the dummy while doing so, which prevents the fighters to reach the part which they are supposed to be at. Okay, therefore I'll suggest to start with the collision. Okay, so we have to work with collision groups now. And let's go inside of this fighter's handler script. And let's do the following. So wait. Local physics service game get service physics service, okay? So insert the service right here. And now I have to actually think on how we can do this. Let's do it this way. So physics service. So I barely use this physics service, you know, but I think it was create collision group. And now the name of that collision group, which is of course going to be fighters, okay? Oh, physics service. Collision group set collidable. Yeah, exactly. So we have to put the name of two groups right here. First one is going to be fighters, and the second one is going to be fighters as well. Let's just try it out this way. And the third argument is whether they are collidable with each other, which is of course false, okay? So we do not want those groups to collide with each other. Now, so we have to do the following. So, wait, where is it? Position part, fighter, exactly. So right here. So, physics service, set part collision group. Okay, so this could be quite, well, not difficult, but you have to set every part of the fighter to this collision group. So that's the issue. Therefore, we have to loop through the fighter at this point. So fighter get children. I also thought about using get descendants. Let's actually do it. And now we have to check whether part we're currently at is a part or a mesh part. And if that's the case, then we want to add the part to this collision group. So set part collision group. All right. Now one more thing which we have to do is that we have to remove the parts. Wait. Yeah, so we have to remove the parts. Question is, how can we do that? So let me just quickly look it up, because there has to be a function within this physics service which we can use. So let me just quickly look up that function. Never mind, let's just see if it works. Argument 2 missing on the or no. Wait, what is the second argument supposed to be? Yeah, probably the name of the collision group. Yeah. Most likely. Okay, so let's go down here once again. Right, so there we go. Let's play this thing. So they're not able to go through them. What we could possibly try to do is that we loop through this enemies folder and we just add everything inside of here to our collision group as well. So workspace, enemies, children do. If B5 is a, wait, do not use get children, use get descendants. Part and V5 is a, or is a mesh part. So replace this and with a or. So if that's the case, then we want to add it to this physics service collision group. Okay, let's see if this has worked. Yeah, it works. Okay, perfect. Very good. Now, as you can see, we have an issue. All of the Arenegas are going onto one port while the rest is totally fine. I even think that if I would have had one character, I mean like only one character, so that we have no double characters such as Arenega, then it will probably work. So there's no issue with the script recognizing. Yeah, this whole thing. Okay, so the collision stuff has now been fixed. Now we will move on with this encircling problem, but we'll hopefully fix that as well. So let's go inside of the script right here. Oh, right. So what we could possibly do is that we create another int value, and this int value, wait. Instead of creating another int value, we can just work with the values of our int value, of our attacking int value right here. So ax value, and then basically the name of the part which they are currently at. So to number never mind. Let's do I. So okay. Exactly. So let's see what happens. When we do it this way, of course, nothing is going to happen for the beginning. So they will just continue doing this issue, as you can see. But what I wanted to see is that, okay, so this is 2, for example. This is 2 as well. And how? So why the 2? There's like no real reason for those things to be 2. It's like, for real, it is so dumb. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense, like, for real. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 4, 3, 4. Those 2 are missing. 3 and 4. Where are you? This has to be free, literally. This has to be free. It is 2. It has to be free. Like, why? Come on, like, why? Okay, second check. Second check. Okay, and they just decide to stay at 2 for whatever reason. Okay. So the issue is probably with this if statement right here. The thing is that, like, where is the issue? Like, come on. Guys, let me pause the video at that point and let me come back when I found out what the issue was. So what we possibly could do is the following. So we could wait. Since this is no local script, this will probably cause some issues, but let's try it out anyway. So fighter. So we can create a table, okay? And this table, it is going to store the fighters and whether they already have been positioned, let's say, okay? So the issue I see with that is that we have Eren Yeager 3 times, and this check right here is insufficient. So it probably, you know, just detects the same Eren Yeager over and over again and just causes this issue. So what we can possibly do is that we put each character which we have positioned inside of here, and then we always check before we move any character to whatever position whether the fighter which we are trying to move is already inside of that table. And if the fighter is already inside of it, then we know that we should not continue doing so because the fighter has already got its position. So we could do that. But it doesn't make sense as well because this attacking right here, it is already doing that job. What we can possibly do, let me just get rid of this code. I'm about to punch my screen like for real. So what we could possibly do is that we loop through this equipped folder once again. Okay, so I'm gonna rewrite this whole thing because it is annoying me so much. Okay, so we are looping through, guys, and yeah, the big issue I see is that we have multiple instances with similar, almost the same names. Okay, and that's an issue. So how could we possibly avoid this? So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna come back when I found out the solution, guys. Okay, guys, so I finally found the solution. So this part right here is still the same, this one as well, and this check is the same as well. Now down here, same as well. Now new thing is that we are now looping through the parts which we have right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the parts which encircle our dummy. And the interesting part about that is we are looping through them and we are checking whether they're not occupied. So I'm gonna go through what this is later on, and that our attacking value equals 0. I'm gonna explain you why those two requirements. So this occupied instance which we are supposed to look at and which is supposed to be inside of each part once they're occupied, as you can see down here. So when those checks are passed, then we are creating a new int value inside of one of those parts which are not occupied currently, and we are naming this int value occupied, making the part right here occupied by a certain fighter. So this is going to tell the script that this part is not available to position at because it is occupied, okay? And then we are also making the fighter move to that part's position, and we are turning our attacking value to 1. Now let me explain you why this. So you have to understand that when you do not do it this way with x value and x value 0, then your fighter is just going to, so you have to imagine that this is a loop, okay? And that at the beginning, so the first fighter, that at the beginning is, or that every part is not occupied at the beginning. And if we speak of our first fighter, which is supposed to loop through all of these and then check which is occupied, which not, then we have a bunch of not occupied parts, non-occupied parts. And the first part, it is just going to do everything normally. And then the fighter is not going to stop because just because it has occupied one part. It is going to continue with all of those parts, means he is going to occupy all of the parts and then probably go to the 5th part and then position right there. Now, the issue is that all of the parts are occupied by one fighter, but only one part is used. And then when the loop continues with the second fighter, and the second fighter, of course, going to do all of these checks as well, and then he's going to notice that all of the parts are currently occupied, therefore the fighter doesn't do anything, okay? Therefore, it is important to change this attacking value status to 0 to 1. So 0 indicates that a part hasn't been occupied by the fighter, okay? Turning it to 1 makes the fighter unable to occupy more parts after occupying one part. I hope that you have understood it. So let me show you how it looks like. So you can see we are not able to encircle this dummy. And yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all of your friends. Leave me feedback in the comment section, guys. Take care and see you in the next video.